Hello, beautiful people. My name is Noa Lakshmi, and I'm here to elevate humanity for a better world. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me. One by one, we are definitely doing it together. As we heal ourselves, we help the planet heal, and we help humanity to heal, become whole, harmonious, balanced, happy, and joyful. And this is what I'm here, and I'm here to serve. So thank you so much for joining me. If you are interested, curious, intrigued, would like to know more about who I am and what I I just slipped here, and what I do in the world, then please go to my website, noalakshmi.com, where you can find out more about me and my work. I do astrology readings, soul signature readings, if you're interested in that. And if you are looking to dive deeper and to really take your life to the next level and upgrade your health, your well-being, your emotional state, mental state, and your spiritual connection, and really deepening and upgrading the relationship that you have with yourself. I do transformational work with people, one-on-one or group programs, and you can find out you can find out more information on my website, noalakshmi.com. All right, let's dive into this week's astrology. The cosmic clock, the planets helping us navigate through this crazy experience that we call life. And we just came out of a new moon. We had the new moon. This is Wednesday that I'm recording this video. Today is November 30th. So the last day of November, we are entering December, the last month of this year. La 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 la! I know a lot of people are really happy, myself included, to some degree, that 2016 is coming to a closure. We do have another year ahead of us, so it's not like anything is ending. But yeah, this year has been quite a ride. So last month of December, we are coming into it pretty strong, to be honest with you, which is wonderful. It really is wonderful, because things are going to slow down a little bit as we enter, as we get into the middle of December, with Mercury going retrograde and some other aspects that I'll be talking about when the time comes. And then the holidays, it's like things are going to slow down a little bit. So we are coming into the first couple of weeks of December quite strong. And we had the new moon Monday, Tuesday, helping us with this entering this new cycle and the last month of 2016, very strong, very optimistic, very open, and more evolved, a lot more evolved after everything that we've experienced in the last few weeks and months, pretty much since the eclipses, that we had in September. A lot went down, massive changes, massive upgrades, lots of forward movement, lots of integration, and we are coming into this cycle very strong. So the new moon, which I talked about last week, the new moon in Sagittarius, and we are having a Sagittarius party right now, coming out of the Scorpio, which was the deep dive, the digging into the shadows, digging into some fears, and really creating this deep intimacy with ourselves and with other people, looking at our relationships. And we're coming into this Sagittarius party that we're having right now. We've got the sun in the sign of Sagittarius. Saturn is, of course, still there. The moon now is in Sagittarius for the next day, and then Mercury is still in Sagittarius. So this is really great. Sagittarius is optimism, it's growth, it's new opportunities. What I really want to emphasize is adventure. To right now, grab the adventurous side of you by the horns and ride it. And when I say adventure also, adventure can manifest in many different ways. For some of you, being adventurous or taking on a new adventure can look like actually letting go of some fears maybe that you have on a very personal level, and choosing the other side of the fear, choosing to actually explore something new that within your own personal arena Maybe it's a new relationship. Maybe even it's a new approach to somebody in your life or in a relationship in your life. Something, when I say adventure, something that just kind of pushes your edges a little bit. And for some of you, adventure can very much look like going to a new place, travel, taking on a new skill, new job, just anything that makes that adventurous part of you to wake up. And I really want to encourage that right now. The fact that Mars is still in the sign of Aquarius, and actually right now it's creating a beautiful, beautiful, harmonious aspect to the planet Jupiter. And we want to pay attention to Jupiter because Jupiter is associated with Sagittarius. So we always find the connections in astrology. That's the beautiful thing about, one of the beautiful things about the language of astrology and how we can translate that into practical, realistic, day-to-day life. So the language, there's always something going on, and we just need to learn how to understand the language. And Jupiter is creating an awesome aspect to Mars right now. And like I said, we want to pay attention to Jupiter because it's associated with Sagittarius. There's so much going on in Sagittarius right now. And immediately we go to Jupiter because there's this association there. In astrology, we call it ruled. It's the ruler of Sagittarius, Jupiter is. And Jupiter, again, is the biggest planet in our solar system. It's all about expansion. It's all about growth. It's all about opening yourself up to new horizons. Jupiter doesn't want us to just sit around and do the same thing. It's about growth. You've got to open up and you've got to believe. And the thing with Jupiter and Sagittarius, because it's the higher mind, it's philosophy, it's spirituality, it's knowing what we know without knowing how we know it. It's not about details. It's not about, oh, let me read this book and just find all the facts so I can prove this is right. Like astrology is a great example of that. And there are scientific facts that we can bring into astrology, yet metaphysical studies are so Jupiter, Sagittarius kind of feel to it because it's that expansion of mind. It's the higher mind that doesn't need the details, that doesn't need to Google things, that doesn't need to read any information in books. You just know it. It just comes to you and you just know it and you believe in it and you can move through life with it. And that's why Jupiter and Sagittarius rule faith. It's about having that faith in yourself first and foremost, and in your wisdom, your own inner teacher, your own inner guru, your own inner wisdom. So big emphasis on that, and I really want to encourage you to follow that, listen to it right now, the next couple of weeks. Do not doubt your intuition. The intuition is connected to Jupiter, again, the higher mind. And we had the new moon also aspecting the planet Neptune, all right? And Neptune is all about cosmic intelligence. It's all about, those downloads that we get from, like, I don't need to open a book to know this. It just comes to us from, you can call it God, you can call it spirit, however it is that you relate to it. But Neptune is the crown chakra. It's the opening to heavens, to divine information. But that divine information is not separate from us. It's not that, oh, there's me, this human being, and there's divine information. It's about, this is Neptune. This is what Neptune teaches us, to become that channel within your physical body, because we have the north node of the moon for the next 6 months, still 7 months in Virgo. Virgo is earth. Virgo is body, is to use your body as a channel. It's not separate. The divine is not separate from who you are. It's not separate from your body. It's becoming that channel so you can download that. You can download all that information and let it blend with your own inner guru, your own inner teacher, your own divine inner infinite wisdom that lives within you, and then make your decisions according to that. Take your actions according to that. Build your relationships according to that. Build your life according to that, not according to anybody else's set of rules. Because that's, with Neptune as well, and this is what I want to bring up, we can have all kind of illusions, right? And when I say illusions, it can manifest in many different ways, but the one aspect that I want to focus on is when we come up with all kind of irrational fears, when we come up with all kind of, or we just let those fears just rule the show. Because another thing that is associated with Neptune is our unconscious and the collective unconscious. And we if we don't pay attention to it, if we don't wake up to that, if we don't bring ourselves back to what we really know, into our own wisdom, we can get caught up in all this unconscious fears, irrational fears, and all kind of illusions, all kind of deceptions. And then we go about life based on deceptions, illusions, and things that we don't even stop to evaluate. Wait a second. Is that really my truth? Is it real? Do I really want to pursue this? Or is it somebody else's program that downloaded onto you, right? So I want to encourage you right now to really pay attention to that. That deep dive that we took with Scorpio is all about that. It's to really get to know yourself, get intimate with yourself, merge yourself with divinity, bring that union so you don't walk around all separate from it, and then open yourself up. Like, what is really possible? That's Jupiter, that's Sagittarius. And with this party that we have with Sagittarius, it's like we can miss it. We cannot just, you've got to join that party. And the thing is, it's like imagination, right? Neptune is also imagination. Allow yourself to imagine, allow yourself to be open, and allow yourself to be surprised. Mars in Aquarius, like I said, is making a beautiful aspect to Jupiter. Mars in Aquarius is doing things differently. It's also unpredictability. It's kind of like the shock factor, and it's the awakener. So Mars is our action. It's our will. It's how we move forward. Is to do things differently, and I've been talking about that. You want to ride this wave while Mars is in Aquarius, to do things differently. And it's like, if you have all those fears, if you stop for a moment and evaluate, wait a second, are those fears, is it true? Is it really going to happen? Or am I just living in this like illusional state, and it's actually somebody else's fears that were put onto you, and you're not allowing yourself to break free? Mars in Aquarius is breaking free, and Mars is also is me. It's the self, it's the individual, and you've got to find yourself by exploring, going on that adventure of doing things differently and doing new things, and let the new you come out, and let the new information come out and emerge out of you, no matter how much you might be shocking people. Relationships might end. That's the thing that we are looking at, and I've been talking about it so much so with relationships, of like, you've got to live your truth. You've got to do you. And yes, some relationships are gonna fall away, and with Venus still in Capricorn, we want to build relationships that are built on solid ground. I don't want any friends that turn their back at me if I speak my truth, or I'm being who I am. If you have any friends in your life that like, oh, I'm only your friend if you are A, B, C, and D, to be honest with you, that's not a true friendship. That's not a relationship that are based on love, that are based on authenticity, that are based on support. And that's what we need right now. We need those relationships that can really support us in who we are, our authentic expression. There's integrity there, there's truth, there's love, there's unconditional support. And those are the relationships that can move us forward in the direction of our growth and expansion, and elevating us as individuals, elevating our relationships, elevating our communities, and elevating humanity. So this next week, it's really... the energy is really open. The energy is really open, and it's for you to just go with it and to not limit yourself. There's nothing about Jupiter and Sagittarius that wants you to limit yourself. And be open and be ready to be surprised. Don't just, oh, there's only one option or only two options. Infinite possibilities. That's what Sagittarius is all about. That's what Jupiter is all about. Infinite possibilities. But are you willing to shed and to really walk away from any illusions? Walk away from any illusions if it's in within your own self. Again, like I talked about the irrational fears, that you just walk away from it, and irrational maybe relationships that it's like, okay, this is not happening anymore. Just look at your life and what is just holding you back and is not allowing you to really open up to the infinite possibilities that are available to us in any given moment. So write it. That's what I want to encourage you. Write it, write it, write it. A beautiful week. We're entering the cycle of Sagittarius, leading up to the full moon. So that's my message to you. And I really hope this has served you. And if you are liking this video and other videos, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Anything helps. The support that I receive from you is so wonderful. And if you know people that can benefit from this video and other videos, then please share the vids, social media or anything. Super appreciate that. And I am sending you so much love and so much appreciation for who you are and what it is that you are choosing to do in your life in order to heal yourself, in order to elevate yourself and your consciousness, and by doing that, becoming an active participant in the elevation of humanity. So again, if you are interested to know more about me and my work, go to my website, noalakshmi.com. You can always send me an email. Would love to hear from you. Comment below, thumbs up. And any way that you can show your support, I super appreciate that. I super appreciate you. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, and I will see you next time. Sat Nam.